As airlines around the world start carrying out their restructuring plans after 2020 and the COVID-19 pandemic, we have got news of a merger between two regional airlines based in Japan that we normally don't hear in the headlines. The two airlines I am referring to is Do and Solaseed Air, both of whom have been heavily impacted by the effects of the aviation demand downturn due to the COVID-19 pandemic. Both airlines recently held a press conference announcing the merger officially in Miyazaki, Japan, home to the headquarters of Solaseed, thus confirming initial reports that were published in mid-May regarding the future of both airlines. The plan would allow for both airlines to operate more efficiently, with cost-cutting and sharing of resources. Both airlines continue to operate in the post-pandemic world. During the press conference, it was announced that both airlines will be launching a joint holding company as early as autumn of 2022. So for now, both airlines will be operating with their own names. As they work on fully merging their operations, both Do and Solaseed continue to counter losses after a brutal 2020 and a situation where airlines are still mounting their recoveries at this time. After recording profits in 2019, both airlines recorded losses during the last financial year. Do recorded a net loss of over 12 billion yen, while Solaseed recorded a net loss of 7.6 billion. The planned merger between Do and Solaseed will mark the first consolidation of any airline in Japan in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. It is also the first merger between any of the Japanese airlines since Japan Air System, which at one point was the third biggest airline in Japan, completed its merger with Japan Airlines in 2002. With that in mind, the announced plans for the merger between Do and Solaseed gives us an opportunity to get to know the two airlines, which for the most part is overshadowed by the large duopoly of Japan Airlines and All Nippon Airways. We'll start with Do, which was formerly Hokkaido International Airlines. First launched in 1996, the first flights of the airline took place in 1998, and Do primarily focused its routes on the northern island of Japan, Hokkaido, serving flights from the northern island to Tokyo, along with Kobe near Osaka, Nagoya, and Sendai. Do currently operates a fleet of 12 aircraft, including 8 Boeing 737-700s and 4 Boeing 737-300s. On the other hand, the history of Solaseed is a little bit more interesting. It first started off as Pan Asia Airlines in 1997 before rebranding as Skynet Asia Airways in 2002. It wasn't until 2011 when it took on the Solaseed name, which it has carried since then. While Do's routes focus on the northern island of Hokkaido, Solaseed's network covers mostly the southern part of Japan, including the island of Kyushu. Some of the primary destinations on the Solaseed network include Tokyo Haneda, Nagoya, and Naha, Okinawa. Solaseed primarily operates a fleet of 14 Boeing 737-800 aircraft. While both airlines do have some differences in terms of the network and aircraft they operate, they do share some similarities. Both airlines are not budget airlines, and their primary hubs are at Tokyo's Haneda Airport, the biggest domestic travel hub for Japan. Both airlines also don't primarily operate international flights, though the exception has been Do, which has operated limited international charter flights between Obihiro in Japan and Taipei, Taiwan. Going forward, this airline would have a combined fleet of around 26 aircraft, and more than likely it would keep its main hub at Tokyo Haneda. While the combined airline will pale in comparison to the size of ANA and Japan Airlines, its network would have destinations spread from north of Japan to the southern island of Okinawa. I definitely hope you enjoyed this video. If you liked it, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. This has been Flights in Asia, highlighting the news and updates on the aviation and travel scene in the Asia Pacific. Thanks again for watching, and have a great day.